challenge of going up against Patrick Mahomes?
He can make all the throws. He can make all the throws. He's athletic enough to, extend plays. I mean, you don't really know where he's going to throw. I mean, he's a playmaker, so he can do it. He can do it all. He can make all the throws. So.
Can you use that Week 6 game to maybe scout him or figure him out a little bit, or is it totally different?
Nah, it's different. I mean, we got the whole season to scout him, so, I can't really, live in the past, go back to that game, maybe some things that hurt us, but, I mean, he's played a whole season, so we've all seen it.
Travis Kelce, what kind of problems does he pose at tight end?
He's good. He's athletic, man. He's good catch radius, big, good quickness, savvy. He's hard to tackle. He's a really good player.
In terms of taking weapons away, Bill always likes to take their number one weapon away. So if that's Tyreek Hill, will you be on Kelce, or what do you, in terms of, because they have a lot of weapons. You got Chris Conley as well.
I mean, that's just a big secret.
Looking at an offense like KC that runs these sort of college-style concepts, like an air raid, uses sort of those concepts, what challenges are there as a defense to stop that?
Just doing your job, man. Really, it comes down to it, being focused and just doing what you're supposed to do. Playing good team defense is what's going to help us. No individual, playmakers out there. Just everyone just doing our job.
Patrick, one of the things you've excelled at in your career is covering the tight end. When you see a guy like Kelce, who might have had the best numbers of a tight end this year, does that sort of get you excited, juiced up a little more?
Yeah, I mean, whenever you're going against a team that has a lot of playmakers. It's going to be some competition. It makes it more fun, makes it more intense. So, they have a lot of playmakers out there on their team. They're pretty much their whole offense. So, it's definitely going to be fun. They're a good team, we're a good team. So we're just going to battle it out.
Does it give you any more confidence? I know it was Week 6 or whatever it was in October, but you did beat these guys. So as good as everyone's talking about they are, does it make you realize that we can beat these guys if we play well?
I mean, that was week 6 or whatever, week 6. I mean, that was a long time ago. We can't really worry about that. They're a better team, and they're on the roll, and, it's the two best teams in the AFC, so you can't really worry about, well, we beat you guys last, so we're going to win. Though we have that mentality, we'll get kicked off, kick our ass pretty much. So, go ahead.
Just taking into account with kind of takeaways, sometimes the team has poor ball security, but a lot of times on your end, we've seen, Jason with kind of a strip fumble, and Stephon had this nice interception a couple weeks ago, I think. About your ability to maybe make plays and be able to.
Yeah, the more plays we make, the closer we are to winning the game. So turnovers, we all know makes a huge impact in the game. So, if we can get our turnovers and limit our turnovers on offense, then, that's putting us in the right direction. But we still have to play good, 60 minutes, because they're going to play 60 minutes.
What's your mentality in terms of going into a hostile environment like Arrowhead Stadium and knowing that this is the biggest game in their franchise history, and they're going to have that home field advantage?
Yeah, it's going to be loud, man. Their fans, their stadium, it's a great atmosphere, so we know that going into it, but, it really means nothing. We're going out there to win a game, and they're trying to win also. So, like I said, it's going to be a battle. Home or away, it doesn't matter. It's the winner go home, so we're gonna show up to play.
Patrick, talk about the opportunity that's in front of you guys. You've been here before. You got a lot of guys in that locker room that have, but what does it mean to you to have this opportunity again?
It's big. There's a lot of players throughout the years that have never even got to this game, so it's definitely a blessing. We work hard, and we, they deserve to be here, we deserve to be here, so it all comes down to execution and, playing some ball.
Can you talk about the job Brian Flores has done, what he's meant to you?
Yeah, he's done a great job. We're in the big game, and he's definitely a good coach, man, and he likes to mix things up, so keeps guys off balance.
The defense never wants to give up the big play. I'm just curious, with this offense on the other side, is it almost more paramount to highlight that just because of how quick they can score?
Yeah, just gotta take it play by play, man. And limit their big plays and try to contain them. They're gonna make their plays. They're great players also. They get paid too. They're all pros. So just take it play by play, good play, bad play, move on, and just see what it looks like, after 60 minutes.
Speaking of big plays, Tyreek Hill's one of those guys. Can you speak about him just a little bit, what you remember from Week 6, what you've seen throughout the season?
He's fast. I mean, you guys all see it. We see the same things. We're just, he's explosive. He's an elite player, so got to try to contain him a little bit and, see what we can do.
Can you think of anyone faster than him?
Nope. We got a couple guys on our team that's fast now, but maybe I'll check them out in the race or something.
Why had this team been so successful against rookie quarterbacks?
I mean, we don't really care if it's rookie or if it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. It's all about, what we do. Rookie quarterbacks can come in here. We can go out there and get whooped if we don't do what we're supposed to do and execute what we've been executing on the practice field. And so it really doesn't matter. It just comes down to what we have to do.
The team has been struggled on the road this season. What have you guys been doing to prepare to, you know how hard it is to play on the road, so what have you guys been doing to prepare?
Just been preparing the same way we've been preparing. I mean, it's a away game, but I mean, there's only one more left, so we're not really treating it like an away game. We're treating it like, we have to go out here and play, because, like I said, you lose it, then we're out, so just, playing our ball. Just been doing what we've been doing the last 20-something weeks. Let's go from there.
You're playing a lot of big games. How often does a good week of practice and preparation correlate to good play on Sunday? Or are there times where that's not necessarily the case? And how has this week been so far?
It's good. I mean, we still have a couple more days to go, but practice execution becomes game reality. We all know that. Make it hard in practice so it's easy in the game. So that's what we always do. That's what we've always done since I've been here. So that's what we've been doing.
Patrick, you had asked a lot about Week 6. J.C. Jackson wasn't active for that game, but now he's starting and playing on virtually every snap in the secondary. What's impressed you most about his development?
He's learning. I mean, he's a young dude, and he's learning. He got put a lot on his plate, and he's handling it. He's handling like a professional for a young guy, So, I mean, just hopefully he can continue to do that, throughout the years, especially for this game, and hopefully he can grow and be a great player. Just one, really. Yeah, make it a good one.
I guess it's only fitting with the Rob here, but how much does it help you when you go up against a tight end like Travis when you practice against Rob and practice, another top tight end?
Definitely helps. I mean, it's two of the best. Two totally different, but two of the best. Me and Gronk go at it a lot. And so he's definitely helped me. My 8 years with him, 8, 9 years with him. So he's made me a better player. So it definitely helps.
Bring your A game when he's watching you up at the podium, like your A press conference.
That's my man
Yeah. Can you talk about the opportunity
to be heading to the AFC Championship again at this point in your career?
I mean, it's huge. It's a huge accomplishment. This year, it's a huge accomplishment as a team. And, I mean, this is our 8th straight year going to it. And every year, we don't take it for granted. It's just like this year. We worked our tails off since the summer, since training camp. So it's a huge game. But you also got to treat it like any other game. It's another football game. You got to go out there and do what you got to do and play well.
Travis Kelce.
Did they give you different type of coverages the last time you played them? Because Bucs always seems to be winning a lot.
Yeah, I've seen many different coverages with them, and from man to a guy trying to jam me. I'm trying to jam the guy. They're trying to jam me. Sometimes it mixes up like that. You see some double coverage. A lot of post safety, but a lot of guys switching up too, different players, safety, corner. And then also you see it a couple times too. You can see the same coverage once or twice, 3 times, but also you can see a different coverage many times too. So it switches up, and you got to be ready at all times.
The last time this team won a true road playoff game was in 2006. I think you were probably still in high school. So not having won on the road in the playoffs that long, is there just a different mentality this week?
I mean, going on the road, being at home, I mean, you got to play your best football, no matter what, to win the game, if you're at home or if you're away. And we just got to treat it like any other game. Going into the stadium, we know it's going to be loud. We know the atmosphere is going to be hyped. It always is every time we go there, even during the regular season. Just can't imagine what it's going to be like in the playoffs. So you got to treat it like any other game, but also what type of atmosphere we're going into. We got to be ready, we got to be focused, and we got to be mentally prepared to go into it.
Travis Kelce has been very complimentary of you. He says he can't wait to face an elite quarterback, elite tight end like yourself. I'm sorry. What have you seen out of him? I know that you guys won't be on the field at the same time, but what have you seen out of Travis?
Yeah, he's a very excellent player. The way he can move, the savviness he has is second to none. I mean, the way he can go up on a defender and plant one way and go the other. At his size, his speed, that's what makes tight ends special in this league. A top tight end special is when they can plant, go the other way at our size with his speed and stuff like that. So he's a great player. You got to give it to him, and it's gonna be fun to watch.
Do you feel like he's coming for your throne as the best tight end in the league?
I mean, I know he competes hard, competes every play, competes every game, and that's all you can ask for. And that's what I do too, so I just got to go out there and play best ball.
You told us that you were all in. You were killing guys on Sunday in the blocking game, moving guys all over the place. Did you find it like another gear or another level for this time of year?
I mean, it's the playoffs. It's one and done. I mean, during the regular season and all, you got another game in that, but this is one and done. Every single play counts. Any play at any given time can boost your team into the next round, and you see that happen throughout the playoffs too. I mean, you see it happen many different times throughout the playoffs, throughout the years, that it doesn't happen during the regular season. Like one little play there, one block there. So you got to be on top of your toes and bring it at all times.
Rob, there's been a lot of focus going into this weekend on young quarterbacks like Mahomes and Jared Goff. For you and the team, what does it mean to have someone like Brady who's been doing this for so long and being so consistent at quarterback?
Yeah, it's just unreal just having him at the quarterback position, not having no change. Don't got to worry about that. And just consistency he's been bringing year in, year out. It's been the same. And just how prepared he's been, how prepared and ready to go he is. There's just no reason to ever worry at that position for us.
You ever just marveled at how fast he can get rid of the ball at times, like over the years?
Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's impressive. I mean, he works on every skill set. And when he feels like he doesn't have a skill set, for example, say he's not getting the ball out quick enough, you'll see him in practice. He'll be working on that. He'll be getting better. He'll be learning how to get the ball out quicker. And that's what just makes him so great. So he can hold the ball for however long he needs to, and he also can get it out as quick as possible to get it into a flat route, a quick hook route, whatever it is, to get the ball out and let the guy run and make a guy miss and make some yards.
Rob, what's it like playing in these games, considering that you and the Chiefs usually or often had your way with teams during the year? That's why you guys are here. But now in this game, it tends to be a heavyweight fight back and forth. What's it like playing in those type of games with this all at stake?
I mean, it's always a heavyweight fight going versus the Chiefs, no matter when it is, regular season, playoffs. And it's just going to be that big and that tough of a matchup again. As the stakes are high, it's to go to the Super Bowl. Both teams, we're going to be going at it, so it should be a good battle.
Do you feel the tension when you get on the field for the AFC Championship games? Like you go through the week of practice and get yourself ready, but once you get on the field, it's different?
I would say so. I mean, because of the atmosphere of the football game, the atmosphere of the crowd. I mean, same way last week at our stadium, you just knew it was buzzing right from the beginning, and it's going to be the same out at Arrowhead Stadium. I mean, it's going to be, popping 30 minutes, 60 minutes probably prior to kickoff, and then right at kickoff, it's going to be a playoff atmosphere there. I mean, been there in the regular season, it felt like playoff atmosphere, so I just can't imagine what it's going to be like going to a stadium like this.
You're heavily involved with the run game. What do you think of the job you guys have done? Offensive line, Sony Michel, James White, these guys?
I feel like overall, done a good job, and there's always room for improvement. Always room to get better in the areas that we've been doing well too. But it's been great just working with the offensive line and seeing Sony, just the development he has had throughout the year since training camp. You see it every other week, and just how he's been approaching practice, coming out, trying to get better every single week, and it shows. So he's been doing a great job. The offensive line been doing a great job, and it's just cool to be a part of it.
Rob, right now the team is so healthy. You look at the injury report, there's barely any players listed on it, if any. Has that helped you guys allow to focus on just preparing for the game and not have to worry about anybody nursing an injury or anybody being limited in any stance? Has that really let you hone in on just focusing on the opponent?
Of course it does. I mean, when you're dealing with that type of stuff and with a lot of guys, you're seeing what you can do and stuff like that. When that's out of the picture, I mean, it just makes practice that much easier, that much better. Just go out there, do what we got to do, focus on the job that you got to do, and do it at full speed, do it at however you need to do during practice, so you can go out and replicate it on game day on Sunday.
Rob, with that said, with the run game and your strength in that and the crowd atmosphere there, obviously it's important to start fast every week. But is it an extra emphasis this week because if you start fast, you can keep running the ball, whereas if you get behind, it's tougher to run the ball. And that seems like an advantage that you've developed lately.
Starting fast is a huge advantage in the league, big time. Especially going on the road, I would say, and in a playoff atmosphere. It's always good to start fast. I mean, if it doesn't happen, it's going to be, you got to catch up. It's going to make the hole that much tougher to get out of if you don't get a fast start. So it's definitely crucial. You always want to get out, and especially going on the road, a stadium like this, a team like this, it's going to be crucial to go out there and make some yards, get some points right away.
How has your mindset changed, maybe from when you were a younger player to now that it's not given that you're going to ever head back to another Super Bowl? So how has your mindset changed, maybe from a younger guy to a veteran towards the end of the career?
As in, like, what way? Like approaching
not taking things for granted, but just like that type of thing.
Yeah, no. As when you're a young buck, really young, you feel like you're going to be here for a little. I mean, I would say now, seeing everything, seeing how fast it goes, you know how much work it takes to put in to get to this level. And as you get older, you got to put more work in too to get to this far, to get to this stage, to get to the championship game. So you feel like when you get to these games, you feel like you feel all that work you put in. You feel accomplished when it happens. You feel accomplished when you won because you know you put all that work in, and that's what we've been doing all year. And you can't take it for granted. I mean, I've been through it now, lost some games now, and then you understand, like, wow, I really wish I won that game, and you just can't take anything for granted at all.
Rob, you just said that you feel like it goes so fast. Were you talking about your career as a whole, and do you feel like, so far it's kind of flown by? Or
I mean, just, this is our 8th AFC Championship game in a row. It's just unbelievable that we're on our 8th, you know what I'm trying to say? And that it's like, wow, we got another one now. We got to prepare, and you got to take it in. But also at the same time, you got to be ready for the game Sunday, mentally and physically.
Thanks, Rob.
All right, guys. Thank you. Yep.
I know. Yeah. Steph, a lot of times these games, big games like this, are won and lost when it comes to preparation over the course of the practice. I was wondering if you could speak to the work that the scout team does for you guys when it comes to preparing you for a game of this magnitude.
Yeah, a lot of times those guys get us prepared for any game of the year. So sometimes it's harder in practice as it is in the game. So those guys get us ready every week, and they work hard and push us every week.
Going along with that, Steph, how do you mimic Tyreek Hill's speed with the scout team? Is it one guy? Is it a couple guys? Who's giving you that type of look?
It's a couple guys. You can never really mimic his speed because he got great speed. But, we just got to trust each other as a team and play fast and play physical.
Who's the number one guy who's got the number 10 jersey on, the penny on this week?
I don't want to say. I mean, he's fast though. Yeah.
Last game you guys played Kansas City, Kareem Hunt was in it. He obviously won't be playing on Sunday. Does that change at all your preparation and for this game?
It don't change. I mean, he's a great player, but the other back stepped up. He's playing good football, and they haven't missed a beat. And they can run the ball, throw the ball. They can do it all. So they're a very explosive team.
You guys didn't have J.C. Jackson he was a healthy scratch in that game against the Chiefs early in the year. What's it like to have him playing across from you at this time of year?
He's a great player. He's ever since I came in, he sat beside me and asked questions and got better every week and don't like giving up passes. And you know, he helping us out as a defense. I'm happy that he's on our team.
You enjoy mentoring young players like that?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, anytime I can help my teammate be a better player to help this team out, that's what I do.
Steph, talk about the opportunity that's in front of you and your teammates. I mean, you know, obviously you hadn't had that opportunity before you came here. Now it's 2 years in a row, 8 years in a row for some guys. What does it mean to you to have this opportunity?
It means a lot. I just know how hard it is to get to this position, and it don't come too often. So you got to take advantage of your opportunity and leave it all out on the field for your teammates to come out with a win.
What has Brian Flores meant to you, player, coach, what he's done with this team?
He's done a great job. He's he can be a friend, he can be a coach and get on you, so he can do everything for you. He really care for the player, so he pushes everybody every week and get the best out of his players.
Are you not surprised that he's getting an opportunity? It's not a done deal, but teams are interested in him as a head coach.
I'm not surprised. I mean, he's a great coach, and he pushes everybody to get the best out of them.
Would you like to shadow Tyreek Hill?
Whatever the coaches want me to do, that's what I do.
Is he a difficult guy because of that quickness and that speed to jam and press the line of scrimmage?
He's got great speed, even you can get your hands on him, he can still run past you. Even when you get the ball in his hands, he's hard to tackle, so everybody have to do their job and play together as a team.
You just said it, but everybody talks about Tyreek's speed. Is there another part of his game that people don't talk about enough?
His yards have to catch. I mean, even on reverses, sometimes he can go the distance, so he can do it all.
You guys have said Patrick Mahomes is a kind of quarterback that makes you sort of cover the entire field. As a cornerback, what's the kind of number one thing that you need to remember technique-wise when you're going up against a quarterback like that?
He can make all the throws. He can't relax on the backside sometimes. He can throw it across his body. So, like I said, he can make all the throws, and he has great athletes around him to make him better. And, he's in the position that he is now for a reason.
What's the toughest challenge for you guys on Sunday?
I don't know. I can't answer this. It's a lot of challenges going into this game. They got great players, so we just got to trust each other and play for each other.
On last week, October, you covered Sammy Watkins. And then they have a range of different receivers, obviously, Watkins, Conley, Hill, Kelsey. Do you sort of feel comfortable with different skill sets covering them, each of them, because maybe you shadow one player, but also you could be on different players, different times of the game, depending on their formations?
Yeah, we do that a lot, so just whoever the coaches tell me to cover, that's who I cover. Whether he big or small or whatever, fast. I just try to go in there confident and try to make plays for my teammates.
What makes Kansas City extra challenging is the range of the skill sets of their skilled players.
They're very skilled. Everybody on their team is explosive and can make a play at any time.
Stephon, defensively for you guys, you played your best football since Thanksgiving, but it's certainly been better in terms of reducing the points allowed. How's this come about? How did you guys get to this point where you're kind of clamping down a little bit more?
Just think preparation, working hard in practice, and just carrying over to the game. Just trusting each other on the back end, and those guys getting pressure up front. Everything go hand in hand, and we're just trying to play fast and aggressive.
Steph, along those lines, how big of a help is it for you guys in the back end to get that pass rush going from the front seven?
Yeah, anytime those guys get to the quarterback as fast as they can, it allows us to play aggressive and play fast. So, if we can play tight coverage on the back end and they can get pressure, I like our chances.
Steph, how much experience do you have covering tight ends?
I covered tight ends before, but like I said, I just do whatever the coaches tell me to do and cover whoever.
You did cover Gronk though, right? When you were in Buffalo?
Yeah. No, he's a great player. Got to play him a certain way, and you know, it's a different challenge. But like I said, I cover whoever the coaches say.
Coach Belichick said yesterday how much respect he has for Andy Reid. When you go against a team led by Andy Reid, you just have to put that much more preparation because of the creativeness on their end.
Yeah, I mean, they do a lot of stuff, and everybody have a job to do, so they do a lot of stuff, but we have to trust each other to get their job done.
You guys spend more time on situational football this time of year or the same as regular season?
We do the same as we do a lot of situational football around here, and that's what Coach preaches to us all the time.
Having played last year against Jacksonville in the AFC Championship game, you made the game-sealing play on that pass breakup. So does that kind of give you a little bit more confidence now going into your second straight AFC Championship game?
It's a great opportunity to be in this position. It's a new year. You have to prove yourself every year, no matter which game, no matter what happened last week. You got to go out and play good football for your teammates.
Stephon, you were asked about Brian Flores and J.C. Jackson. J.C. is one example of a number of cornerbacks in particular that Josh Boyer has helped develop in his time here. What is it about his coaching style and what he does with you guys that stands out for you?
I just think, they use everybody to their abilities well as anybody. So they're always hard on our technique and being physical and leaving it all out on the field. And he's helped my game out a lot, and pretty much everybody else.
You're the underdog this week, but obviously the game was in October, but you also have to remind yourself that you beat this team, and so while they're good and all these other guys, you know that if you play your best game, you can win. You remind yourself of all that a little, just so you don't get overly intimidated?
No, I wouldn't say that. It's a new game, so no matter what happened that week, we in the position we are now. We still have to prove ourselves and do whatever it takes to win.
Do you see much difference in Sammy Watkins, where you see him as a chief, as opposed to the guy that you would go against in practice?
Say that again.
Sammy Watkins, the difference in him as a chief as opposed to the Bills, is there anything that stands out about the way they use him? Or?
He's still the same player, explosive, quick, and a big receiver. So he missed a couple games, came back and looked pretty quick too. So he's still the same player.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.